What do Thomas Jefferson, Aristotle, and Viktor Frankl, the Holocaust survivor, all have in common? Well, these are just some of the authors through human history who have contemplated happiness. What is happiness? How do we get there? What does it look like? How would you know when you've truly attained it? I want to do today a brief overview of the book Flow that talks about how we can get in a happy state. Flow is written by Mihaly. I won't try to pronounce his last name. It starts with a C. It's a super long last name. But he talks about that state where we get all kinds of work done and minutes fly by, sometimes even hours, with us hardly even thinking about it. We're in the perfect flow state. And this particular book has been included as one of the best business or self-help books of our time, because of the things that Mihaly actually ends up putting his finger on of what puts us into that flow state. One of the things Mihaly points out is that part of flow is what we achieve when we're in a game type situation. There's a very clear objective. We have very clear boundaries, and there's actually a sense of great enjoyment by doing that. And an example would be a surgeon. A surgeon knows precisely what their goal is. They accomplish great good when their goal is done. So when they're in the middle of a surgery, many surgeons are able to get into a state of flow. The book Flow looks at how can others of us put ourselves in a situation where we can come to that same kind of flow state. When you're in a flow state, and probably all of us have been there before, you realize that it's almost like everything else fades into the background. With a surgeon, part of it is he recognizes the significance of the task in front of him. And so he or she has removed all other distractions to focus entirely on that surgery. Is there a way for you to do that, to remove all other distractions, to focus on a singular goal at hand? The book describes it this way: flow is the state in which people are so involved in an activity that nothing else seems to matter. The experience itself is so enjoyable that people will do it even at great cost for the sheer sake of doing it. Do you have things in your life like that? You would do them even at great cost for the sheer sake of doing them. Perhaps you're a runner, and we refer to the runner's high. This book, Flow, gives you very specific ways to get to that kind of high in whatever work you're doing without any drugs. So again, the book Flow is an interesting read to figure out how to get into that perfect flow state.